I didn't want anyone to miss our next speaker. Actually, she was a competitive jet skier in her early days. Yes, she was. And now she was a nurse for 20 years, and she began her Ambit career in 2006. Since that time, in 2006, she has earned the Crystal Spear Award, People's Choice Award, the Co-Founders Impact Award, member of the Co-Founders Council, inducted in the Millionaire Club, and most recently inducted in the 5 Million Purple Jacket Club. Most importantly, in her Ambit, who is it? Shh, get behind the stage so they can't see you. Most importantly, in her Ambit career, she made the Ambit love connection. That is what she is most known for, as she signed up under Chris Atkinson, and then later she married him. She's now an RRN, registered retired nurse, living the Ambit dream life in League City, Texas. Help me welcome my partner, my friend, my co-captain, Debbie Atkinson.
Good morning. Isn't this awesome? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're having such a great time. Let me tell you. There were some little papers on your seat that talked about making a difference in this world and in your life. So it's be a mover, be a shaker, be a difference maker. And that's what you are. You're going to make a difference in so many people's lives. And I printed that on paper that it looked like kids there, but I symbolized that as all the different people that you're going to make a difference in their lives. So I know you're sitting there thinking about the people you've already made a difference in their life just by your existence. So I want to read to you what that said. It said a young girl was walking along a beach upon which thousands of starfish had been washed up during a terrible storm. When she came to each starfish, she would pick it up and throw it back into the ocean. People watched her with amusement. She had been doing this for some time when a man approached her and said, "Little girl, why are you doing this? Look at this beach. You can't save all these starfish. You can't begin to make a difference." The girl seemed crushed, suddenly deflated, excuse me. I was defiant. And she was deflated. But after a few moments, she bent down, picked up another starfish, and hurled it as far as she could into the ocean. Then she looked up at the man and replied, "Well, I made a difference to that one." Yeah. The old man looked at the girl inquisitively and thought about what she had done and said. Inspired, he joined the little girl in throwing starfish back into the ocean. Some others joined, and all the starfish were saved. Do you see how one little act can make a difference and change people's lives? Now, you're here, and you've changed the course of the action of this whole conference just by you being here. You're going to change lives just by being in Ambit. You're going to come across people that just a smile and a nod might be something they need that day. And you can do that. And it's a lot of things we don't even think about that we do on a daily basis. Makes a difference in other people's lives. You see, as you work your Ambit business, there's going to be stormy weathers. And your boat's going to feel like it's sinking, right? Have you ever felt that in your business? Like you're sinking, or even in life? And someone will throw you a life ring, right? And then you could be sailing along, and all of a sudden you're off course. And you're wondering what to do, and somebody comes along and shows you how to change the course back, change the sails so that you're back on course. You see, that's what this whole weekend is about. It's about you learning how to make a difference in your life and in other people's lives. That's what this whole conference has been set up. When Esther talked about this conference at one of our ambitions, I was on board immediately with her. Immediately. Because it was a women's conference. And you know, yes, give yourselves a round of applause. We are women. When we first started talking about this, my husband said, "Oh, you can't do that. You cannot split Ambit energy into women and men." And you know what happens when somebody tells me I can't do something? And I'm like, well, we're not splitting the business. We're making it better. He didn't see it at first. Most men don't, right? He didn't see it at first. Till after our first conference. And everybody came back. And the women were blowing up their business. They were excited. They were positive. They came back a different person. And he realized, as again, I was right. And so now he's one of our biggest supporters. He has even said at Ambition, he's made a speech about how you need to get the women there that's on your team in, and stuff like that. And he promotes it all the time. He promotes our women's conference. So he's our biggest supporter. He'll be here tonight. In fact, I think he's on a plane right now. Coming here to call bingo for us tonight. Y'all go play bingo with Chris, okay? But this weekend is all about you and learning. Open your mind to what you're going to hear today. Open your hearts and let the speakers in. We have got the best speakers, to me, in the world that will be here this weekend sharing with you. Let's give our speakers a big round. So, you know, leave what's at home and out in the world behind. Be present this weekend right here. Like I said, open your hearts, open your minds, open your eyes. Listen, open your ears, shut your mouth. We always say, take the cotton out of your ears and put in your mouth and listen. Listen to the speakers. Because what they're going to share with you is something that you'll take out of here. You'll be a different person. See, they're going to make a difference in your life, and you're going to be able to go out there and make a difference in other people's lives and your Ambit business. Because this is all about you're the captain of your Ambit business. And so you've got a whole fleet of boats following you. And you know what? They're going to go through stormy weathers. They're going to go and say, my boat is sinking. What do I do? And they're going to look at you, their captain. They're going to get off course. And you will know how to help them and how to make a difference in their lives. When I first got in Ambit, of course you see that residual page and you go, woohoo! And then reality sets in and you're like, okay, maybe. And so, you know, when Chris signed me up on a Friday afternoon, it was my first weekend off in a month, and it was going to be a pina colada weekend. I was just going to float in my pool and have a good time, because Monday morning I had to go back to work and work 21 days straight in a row. Y'all know the story. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the story. Okay. So that's the story. So Friday afternoon, he signed me up. I'm like, you think this will work? He's like, I don't know. They said it would. I'm like, okay, well, sign me up. On Monday morning, I went back to work. I got there at 7:30. It's 10 a.m. I'm already stressed. And I'm thinking, why did I sign up in Ambit Energy? I don't have time, I'm already stressed. So I called him on the phone and I said, Chris, I'm not gonna do that Ambit thing, I quit. Yeah. He's like, you can't quit. I said, oh yeah, I can. I know you can get out of anything in 3 days, and I quit. He's like, I'll make a deal with you. If you go to the training that we're gonna have in 2 weeks in Dallas, and you go there and you meet Jerry and you meet Chris, and you decide that you want to quit, I'll give you your money back. Well, you know, Chris was broke. I didn't know it at the time. I had just met him, so I took him for his word. He had to borrow the money to get in. And I went and I met Jerry and I met Chris and I met the men leaders in Ambit Energy. But then there was one lady that got on the stage and spoke about what she had done in Excel Communications. And that was the lady I connected with. She doesn't know it to this day, but she made a huge difference in my life. Not just my life. I've been able to touch over 50,000 consultants in Ambit Energy. My kids are financially free, and believe me, that's music to a mother's ear. Many people are having different lives now because of this opportunity. But it all started with someone picking up the phone to call me. You see, he wasn't going to call me. He said, well, she's busy. She makes good money. She probably won't want to do this. How many of us do that? Yes. And someone in the office said, well, you don't know. Call her anyway. And I immediately said no. And he said, but you don't know what you're saying no to. So good, you can show it to me and I'll still tell you now. But I did sign up, wanted to quit. I'm so thankful that I didn't quit. You see, my boat was sinking as a nurse. Loved what I did, made good money. But I was always at work. I did not have time for myself or my sons. So plan A wasn't really working out like I thought it was going to. And I was desperately looking for something else when Ambit barged in my life. I didn't know it. Like I said, you don't know the difference you're going to make in people's lives with just a little subtle nod, a hello, or picking up the phone and calling them to say, I found something I want to show you. You're going to make a huge difference in people's lives. Don't discount it. Don't cut yourself short. We as women never give ourselves enough credit for what we do in life. I want everyone here to pat yourself on the back, because I'm telling you now, you've made a difference in so many people's lives and in my life. I get my inspiration from consultants that are here. When I hear the stories, when I hear that you joined and you're here by yourself for the first time. I heard that yesterday, yes. First timers here, came here by themselves. Yes. That's already stepping out of your comfort zone. You can do anything in the world you put your mind to. Anything. Because you're a woman, you're strong, you're magnificent, and you're gorgeous, inside and out. So as you go through life, just remember what you learned this weekend. Take it to heart. Go spread the word. Go share with your team. You see, you've got a team that hasn't even joined yet. Yeah, a huge team that hasn't even joined yet because you haven't made that other call, and they haven't made the calls, and they haven't made the calls. But just think, fast forward 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when we're in all those states, and you stand up and you have consultants in every single state in the union. You see, what you learned this weekend, you're going to be able to share with your team that hasn't even joined yet. But you're going to share it also with the team that you have now. Maybe you don't even have a team yet. But it's going to make you a better person, a more intelligent person when you leave here about how to build this business and how to go through life and not sink, not let your boat sink. Get your boat back on course and lead your whole fleet. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making a huge difference in my life. God bless you.